Okay, so today was some studies, big surprise there, of kind of brushwork, right? And how to create texture with this certain style of brushwork I've been looking at, right? It's a style that I see comic artists use and I see some other artists use. And it's one that kind of really emphasizes the importance of kind of layering your brush strokes efficiently and kind of ordering them in the right way so they result in a kind of texture that shows the skill of the person holding the brush, right? So I was looking at Anthony Jones's work. He kind of epitomizes this this technique, or what this technique kind of shows, or like represents in an artist, right? So he has very efficient brush strokes, and he's very good at using his brush strokes to create quick reads, to create not only quick reads, but to create an efficient, like a fast painting essentially. He's getting all the correct information down at the right time. So you'll see some of the reference material I was studying, the kind of alien monster things that I was studying, and the way I kind of approached learning how to emulate that painting style was it was just trial and error. I used to talk a lot in my older videos about resilience and kind of building that on a small scale and large scale, and I think I'm learning to apply that more and more to my study sessions. So now the whole point of the study session is less about just getting my time in, and more about that kind of drive to learn something from a session or from a day. And that kind of results in me spending more time just naturally studying, because I'm always trying to learn something, right? It's like I'm not stopping. I'm not leaving the chair, so to speak, unless I've learned something, unless I've learned the thing I want to learn, unless I've learned how to do something I didn't know how to do before. So in this case, it was like kind of how to achieve that look, that textured but simple, textured but efficient look. And I did. Eventually I came to some conclusions. Not perfect, but there was a lot that was learned, you know. It was very beneficial for me to study the way I studied today. So I think more of that moving forward will be in order. And yeah, just kind of sticking with something. The thing that's motivating me nowadays. People say, "Oh, you don't need motivation; you need discipline." That's true. But what motivates you to apply discipline, right? Because you can be disciplined, but if you don't believe in what you're working towards, using that discipline, you know, your application of that discipline isn't going to last very long. You have to have some kind of philosophy or principle or set of values guiding your life in general, which will then provide the impetus for you to be disciplined in your daily life, right? And I think that's a very key part of daily life and of living, is having those values, because a lot of the time you see people, and I was included amongst this group, who are so open-minded. It reaches the point where they are so open-minded and they're so they're so okay with being wrong all the time that they give up trying to be right. So, in the sense that, I mean, we know that the chances of a single person knowing some kind of, universal, infallible truth is very low. But that doesn't, and striving for any kind of truth, any kind of fundamental truth is not futile, but it's very there's a very low chance you're going to get it, right? So, does that mean that just because the chance of us finding some kind of fundamental truth about the universe in this life, just because it's so low and almost negligible, does that mean we should stop trying to use reason and when we live our daily lives? No. I think that was something it was a trap that I was falling into. And I think that now I'm kind of going back to having these kind of solid principles that allow me to live my life with purpose, regardless of whether that purpose is misguided or not. But it's driving good actions, right? Which is good enough for me. Yeah. So how does that relate to art? Well, fuck knows. It relates to life, and life relates to art, usually. So it'll connect in some way. I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, plans for the future, plans for tomorrow. Just study some shit and find shit that you want to learn. Because, I love art, right? I love art, and as a result of that, I love learning about art. And this method of studying is all about learning new things, trying to just expand my knowledge, really. Yeah, expanding my knowledge, that's kind of the newfound goal, learning, expanding knowledge, just getting more immersed and more learned in the ways of art. That's kind of the new kind of goal. It's always been the goal to an extent, but there was a long time where I was just kind of putting in hours without really having any drive behind it. But anyway, today's studies went pretty well. I learned quite a bit about efficient brushwork. Tomorrow I'm going to actually study some texturing stuff, learn how to texture things, effectively and efficiently. That, as well as I think some organic form studies are in order, to be honest. It's been a while since I've done them. But yeah, that's about it. Maybe some more face stuff, because I'm really enjoying learning about the face and learning how to paint the face and draw the face. So maybe some more of that. But yeah, it's been going pretty well. See what tomorrow brings. Alright, that's about it. Thanks, bye.